Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Um, my name is Paddy. Welcome to another Paddy Talks 4.5 instead of 3.5. Um, I noticed that my first little mushroom experience video got more views than my regular videos, and I thought that why not capitalize on this? So I'm gonna tell a little kind of freak accident story that I had. Um, so I'm gonna just get right into it because I don't really know how to explain it without getting into it. So basically, um, I have always been very interested in psychedelics. I've taken psychedelics plenty of times before. I've had plenty of cool experiences. I've had plenty of not. Excuse me. My goodness. I've had plenty of good experiences. I've also had plenty of bad experiences. And I've also had plenty of, you know, experiences. But relatively I've always been interested in psychedelics and trying new ones. And I live in Florida. So I am in a state that technically none of this shit is legal, but there's always loopholes. There's always loopholes everywhere. You can get shit online. Smoke shops sell weird loophole bullshit. And one thing that, if you can find it in the right form, for ACO DMT is one substance that if you get the right brand, you can trip legally. Completely legally. You can basically trip and it's definitely not mushrooms. They advertise it as mushrooms. Realistically, it's for ACO DMT. It's a different type of psychoactive substance. It metabolizes in your system as psilocybin or whatever it is. It's not psilocybin. It's something else, but basically it's synthetic. And it derives from DMT. And I have tried DMT before, plenty of times, and I would definitely say that 4-ACO DMT is synthetic DMT in its own right. Kind of, it's kind of similar. It's obviously synthetic. It's definitely not mushrooms, but it has a little DMT, little sprinkles of DMT in there. Definitely. People who know what I'm saying know what I'm saying. Okay. And in this specific story, I took the Rise chocolate bars, RIZE chocolate bars. You can buy them legally at a specific smoke shops and in Florida, and you can trip legally on this shit. And it is definitely real. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna tell you guys about a story that was not enjoyable, to say the least. So my buddy and I, or roommate Zach, we're gonna get real comfortable with him very soon. But Zach and I, because I'm gonna talk about him a lot more throughout the videos. But Zach and I wanted to take some mushroom chocolates, the Rise chocolate bars, like we have done plenty of other times in the past, and we wanted to go on a walk. So that's what we did. At this point in time, we had not explored the leftmost area of our neighborhood at this point. And we're walkers, right? We like to walk and talk, and sometimes we like to trip, or sometimes we like to smoke, or whatever it might be. You know what I mean? And we'll just walk and experience. So that's what we wanted to do. That was our plan. So I think I took 4 pieces of chocolates, and I think Zach took 2, maybe 3. I had not eaten very much that day, and I was hanging out in my truck. He was talking to me, And all of a sudden, oh, no, that's not what happened. What happened was I had eaten the chocolate bar or whatever, and then I smoked out of the bong. And I coughed so hard that I puked. I puked violently. I puked everything up, which was kind of just the chocolate bar and maybe like a protein shake that I had. And yeah, I puked it all up. And then I was sitting there talking to Zach while he was sitting there tripping. And I was just sitting there like, fuck. Come on, man. I'm like jealous that I'm not tripping, you know what I mean? And I want to. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna take some more. I'm gonna take like, I don't know what it was, 4 more? I think I took, seriously, I think I took 4 more. Still on an empty stomach. Didn't eat anything with it. I think I may have had like a bowl of cereal with it. Probably, knowing me. Um, um, I took them and then we went on that walk. And I felt nothing. Felt nothing. Zach kind of felt something. But I remember that walk particularly feeling very eerie. That side of the neighborhood, I've walked it with Zach plenty of times after this, and it's not as weird as it felt that night. It felt very, very eerie. It was uncomfortable feeling, and like we both kind of shared that opinion throughout and after when we talk about this story. You know, it was kind of just weird feeling, but nonetheless, we're walking and we feel weird, and we finally get back home and we're hanging out, and finally we're like, time to go to bed, I guess. At this point, I think we had been tripping. I had it had been maybe 3 hours after it's been 3 hours since I took them. And mind you, these chocolates always hit me like within the hour, like maybe 45 minutes. It's super fast, super fast. If you've ever taken 4-ACO, you know it hits you fast, it hits you quickly, and then it's done within like a 6-hour span. It's very, very weird. Like, you know, mushrooms, you're in for like a 8-hour, 12-hour, 10-hour, you know, in that realm of time trip. But with these, it's quick. It's very quick. It's very snappy. But I digress. We get back and we're like, I think we're gonna go to bed. So Zach is like hanging out on the couch, kind of nodding off, and I walk into my room and I turn on TV. I'm watching YouTube, and there's this like kind of funny video, and I'm watching it, right? I'm watching this YouTube video, and all of a sudden I'm like, things that felt kind of funny to me, like things that felt kind of funny to me that I was reacting to on the YouTube video was almost like firing, like I was laughing, and it was like I didn't want to be. It was like I was laughing and it was painful. It was like I was laughing and I was firing the dopamine receptors in my brain, and it was just fried. Like it was like no more dopamine can come out, and I'm laughing and like nothing is coming out, and it just hurts. Like that's the type of pain it was feeling, and I was laughing, and then I'd start to like kind of like cry, like cringe, you know, like not like fully on cry, but like kind of laugh and then be like ouch, you know, because like it literally hurt. The feeling I was feeling was not good. I felt that, and I was like very not happy about it. And then after that, I felt this like, ooh, like this like, oh, in my stomach, right? And I keel up on my bed, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I run, and I close the door, and I put my pants down, and I sit on the bathroom, and immediately I lose my balance, and I like stop myself from falling with my hands, and then I black out, and I wake up stiff, as if I had had a seizure, stiff-legged, with my arm up like I had been crawling up onto the my bathtub. And my legs were like straight. I was like almost horizontal, like holding on to it. I opened my eyes and I'm like in this position, like what the fuck, and I like lean myself down and sit with my back against the bathtub, and I'm sitting there pants down, and all of a sudden, bro, like right here, like right in this part of my brain, the most like evil, bro, evil pain, dog, like just right there, just fucking, like it was like it was, if you guys have ever played Black Ops 1 Zombies, and no, not Black Ops 1 Zombies, the Black Ops 1 campaign, and it's like, the numbers, Mason, what do they mean? And they like electrocute the guy, and he's like, ah, you know what I mean? Like, he's just like fucking tweaking, and the numbers are coming out and shit. That was what I was feeling, bro. It was just like the most like, and I couldn't escape it. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't, it hurt so much, and I couldn't help myself. I was just laying there like this, and I was screaming for Zach. I was screaming like, Zach, please, like, wake up. He was passed out on the couch. Just please. And I was screaming. He would not wake up, and I was crying, bro. And finally, I muster up enough strength to basically like get up, pull my pants up, and walk over to the couch, and I flop over to where like my head is like kind of in front of his, and I'm like, bro, I was tweaking, dog. Like I was just like sitting there, just wanting like some sort of support, you know what I mean? And I was just like, Zach, I was tweaking, bro. I was tweaking. And he was just sitting there like, I'm so sorry, I can't believe. And it's like, it's not his fault that he didn't wake up or anything. I'm not blaming him. But fuck, bro. It was horrible. It was terrible. It was the worst experience of my life. Or not the worst experience of my life. One of, though. Very high up there. Definitely the worst psychedelic experience. Well, maybe not. I've had quite a few seizures on both psilocybin and 4-ACO DMT. I've had, in combination, 3, maybe 4 that I know of, and like it could be more. And it really scares me because I really like psychedelics, and I don't think I'm gonna stop, and I don't want to kill myself. But you know, if it happens, it happens. But basically that's my story. If you guys want to hear more stories, I have a few. Let me know down in the comments. Please tell me your story. I would love to hear your stories of psychedelics. I read everything that people put in the comments. There's a guy who commented on my last mushroom experience video, and I appreciate it, and I'll try to respond and stuff. So y'all have a good one. Stay safe out there. If you're taking psychedelics anytime soon, man, be safe, be careful. If you've never taken them before, be ready. It's like nothing you've ever felt before. For people who specifically are wanting to know how 4-ACO DMT is, I've never taken Molly or ecstasy before, but that's how I imagine it, but in psychedelic form. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's very much that. It's a very weird high. It's nothing you've ever felt before. If you've ever taken mushrooms, you know that's not mushrooms. You know what I mean? It's just, that's not mushrooms. It's something though. Be careful with it though, because it's still a fucking research chemical. Remember that. It's literally like a Chinese fucking research chemical. Nobody knows what it is. And you're putting it into your body. You don't know what's going to happen. I took mushrooms on New Year's Eve, and I took a shot after a little bit, and I felt like I was fucking melting from the inside out. Like I was like my vision was literally just, I took the Rise chocolate bars, the 4-ACO DMT. I don't know if I said that correctly. I think I said mushrooms, but I did it and fucking felt like I was like saturation on my eyes were like full, like 200% saturation. Like, don't do this shit. Don't do the shit I do. Do as I say, not as I do. You know what I mean? With that being said, guys, I'm talking for way too long. I'll see y'all later. Be safe out there, y'all. Love ya.